Hey everyone, Marcus here with Audio Plugin Deals, here to walk through the newest deal on BIT or Back in Time 2 synth from Papen. This synth has all the things you'd expect from a synthesizer. It's got a lot of presets, it's got the controls there, it's got an excellent sounding built-in delay and reverb. And then my personal favorite, it's got some really cool arpeggiator settings and a feature even called Magic. So we'll dive in and get to that one eventually here, but let's walk through the basics, see what you're getting with it, and then look at those cool arpeggiator settings that I was talking about. So to get us started, this is one of the mellow leads here that I found in the presets as I was playing around. Let's go ahead and just take a listen and see what we're working with then. So on this, you've got your oscillators, you've got a pretty advanced mod matrix that you can map things to as well. You can control all those settings like you would on most synthesizers. And as we're just playing around with it a little bit here, I'll just play around with a couple of these settings so you can hear what all we're working with. So, like I said, you've got your basic ADSR stuff over here. You've got all your envelope filters and your oscillators. Can really start to dig in there, just like you would expect and hope. Let's look at the presets that this thing comes with. So as you're going through and clicking through them, just remember that it does have this bank here that it's organizing them by. So if you go into your banks here, this is going to be where you can find those bigger categories and then go in and find a more relevant one and just kind of click through them all. So, if we're just a little sampling there. And then, again, if I wanted to change the bank, let's go find, let's see here, maybe like a pad or something. There we go. There's a pad. And then back to our original one here. Great. So let's just build out a little bit of a sound here with several of the presets. So this was the starting one that we had. And then next up, what I did was I looked through the percussion here. So I found a tuned kick, and we're going to use this as the little bass line here for just something to build out to kind of preview things. And on this kick, I adjusted some of the release settings here to just get it just the right amount of snappy and added quite a bit of distortion there to get the sound that I wanted on it. So let's just kind of see what went into that here. So if we're just resetting it here, you can hear it's not quite as snappy, so. So you can start to dial in those settings there. I was mostly just using the ADSR. But if you want a more distorted bass, pretty easy to do. And let's bring in just that. Let's see what we started with. So a little more clean. Let's layer that with a little more gritty one. There we go, maybe something like that. Let's bring that down an octave though. Yeah, maybe something like that. Get that to stick out a little bit more on the low end there. And let's see if we just maybe want to add a little more, get a little more low end in that. Great. So again, just started with that preset, the tuned kick, started just adjusting the ADSR, the distortion, and then you can quickly kind of build out that sound. Again, I was just going through and kind of seeing what it needed. You know, I started trying the different settings there on the oscillator, but wanted to do a little bit of more of a blend there. I'm actually going to bring that back to a cleaner sine wave here, and let this one do a little more of the distortion on that higher octave. And let's bring that release just a little bit up. Great. Okay, so I've dialed in that sound here. Let's go ahead and see what else we've got. The next settings that I'm going to look through are, again, in the drum and percussion. Just wanted to find just what some of the presets were, see how those were sounding. Found a nice just tech snare here that we're going to add in as well. So let's just add a nice simple snare. There we go, just a little snare. Let's see if this needs any tweaking here. No, I kind of like that just as it was here. Let's just clean that timing up a little bit. Great. And then that kick, I want to just change. Didn't want it quite as clean there. Great. So next presets here, just kind of looking through. I haven't preset these, or I haven't pre-chosen these ones. So we're going to look around a little bit, see what other snares we have. I want to add just something else to kind of build into it. So let's just try some of these out. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Let's add that. Let's get this in here. That is a wild sound. I'm just using it right as it is. I love it. I love it. Let's just do that. Okay, we're gonna kind of put that in the background here for a minute, and we'll come back to that one. Okay, so let's go back and find some of these snares, and let's see. And oh, that's why I switched. I must have switched the bank to sound effects there. So let's go back into drums and percussions, and let's go through, find something with our snares, and there we go. Here are a couple snares. Let's try these. Let's try these out. Okay. And got that one. Yeah, something like it's got a little build. You know, just something to let us do that. And then we can, you know, maybe later use that to do some sort of, maybe we'd do some little roll there, or pitch it up just to build that in. And let's make that stick out a little more. There we go. Let's go ahead and do that just to try it out. There we go. Okay, so let's relabel that as our build snare and keep that here. Again, wouldn't have that going all the time, but we'll just leave it on for a sec here. The next thing, I want to show off the built-in delay and reverb. And to do that, just got just a little kind of electric-y bongo preset actually that was in here. And we're going to use that to just do a little sound design on some cool delay stuff. So, so let's go ahead and hear what it starts as. So just a tuned little bongo. So let's hear that in context. Okay. And then I'm going to turn down some of the other things here just to... Okay, so here's that bongo, a little bitter to hear. Let's turn that reverb on. So you can really hear it in there. Turn that mix knob up. Turn it down a little too much reverb. Okay. And then let's go ahead and try this delay. That I absolutely love. It's got a nice sync setting there, so you can change it on your own speed or sync it with your project. And yeah, it sounds great. It sounds great. It's got a nice stereo image there. And we'll turn off the reverb here just to hear the delay. So nice little pace there. Let's just turn some of that reverb down. Okay, so one more other style of preset to share is sort of this lead sound, just to show off another one of the presets and just kind of some of the more energetic ones that you can start injecting into your song, put some energy into it. So let's hear this one. You know, if we want a little more energetic, maybe make it a little choppier. Or if we like that kind of more fading off. Nice. Okay, great. So that was a little selection of the presets here just to give you a little variety between the percussion and the more melodic ones. The next and last thing that I want to really show off, because it was my favorite thing, were the arpeggiator settings. So let's take a look at what we're working with. So this down here, this whole section is the arpeggiator. And I'm going to start with just kind of the basic stuff here and show you how that little magic feature that I talked about at the beginning. So to start us off, just going to play a single note here and mess with the arpeggiator settings, talk through it. Okay. Just gonna turn that bass down. Okay, here we go. So we've got this. You can adjust the loop start mode here. And it just leads to this really cool like build sensation. Got the delay on there, really plays well with it. And then the next thing here is this magic setting. So this will musically kind of alternate these settings. So if we open this back up, every pass through here, you can see it's alternating those, trying to inject a little bit of variety into your arpeggiator settings automatically, just using those magic steps. So now let's play around with these together. Open up that loop start again. You can can do the same thing with the loop end. And what that's doing is you can see as I adjust that loop start and loop end, it's cutting out the steps that we're starting or ending from, and just adds a nice little other way to kind of play with it and just get a different feel out of it. So I really have enjoyed playing around with those loop mode settings and just kind of playing around with the Magic step pretty randomly. You can change what's changing about it. I just did the step mode here. I've really enjoyed that one, but you can play with some of the other settings here to do those automatically as well. So that is the overview here of BIT Back in Time 2. Again, we ended off with my favorite feature about it, the arpeggiator settings and the Magic settings there. I really liked playing with the loop start and loop end on that. Had a lot of fun. And the built-in delay and built-in reverb, especially the delay, I really liked on the synth too. So have fun playing around with it. Again, the deal is going on here, so go check it out. And I hope you make something awesome with it. Again, this is Marcus with Audio Plugin Deals. Hope to see you next time.